Oh boy, time now for another exciting episode of Mr Nailsin Sunday Comics. And, well, I'm going to, read stories of, well, this time it'll be Joan Mason, who's kind of sort of Blue Beetle's girlfriend, I think. I don't know if they ever got together or not. It'd be kind of sad if they didn't, all those years. But anyway, back when he was a rookie cop and she was a reporter, not to be confused with Lois Lane, but she's basically Lois Lane. And even more so here in this story, because normally she's a redhead, Although, to be fair, there were, what's her name? Noelle Neal, I think, was a redhead, and she played Lois in the George Reeves stuff. There was a different one, Phyllis. Oh, I'm forgetting her last name. But she had the raven hair. But then George Reeves' girlfriend thought she was too sexy and too flirty with him, so she got rid of her, and they replaced her with Noelle Neal. And, she had red hair. But anyway, then, of course, many years later, Amy Adams and stuff. Of course, they always had that Lana Lang, had the red hair, because that was Superboy's girlfriend and blah, blah. Anyway, the point is, usually Lois kind of looked like Joan here. Yeah. I don't know. I guess there was a miscommunication on how she's supposed to look, because I believe, she did. She showed up in the previous story, didn't she? Yeah, there she is. That's her with her red hair. And then, what the hell? Oh, well, she decided to try something new. She wouldn't got her hair done. Maybe they messed up something, and they're like, well, we'll just have to dye it black. I don't know. Anyway. Joan Mason, reporter. Jones, in the Wandering Atomic Bomb. And it's just tossed off to the side. It's the title of the story, but you would have thought it's Saturday, Friday the 13th. How can it be Saturday? And she's getting rid. Anyway, Joan suffers from an age-old malady, superstition. And it took an atomic bomb to prove to her how lucky she really is. No news in a week, and you sit there reading.
What do you want me to do? Start another war? I'm getting educated while I wait.
Our editor's people. Giggle, tee-hee. Very funny, I'll die laughing. But before I do, get out of here and get some news. Any kind of news.
Don't yell. I'm going. Shall I use my camera?
I don't care if you use a yo-yo. Scram. Beat it. And don't come back without some news. Well, it could be anything. I don't know. Anyway.
Where there's a crowd, there must be news. What's cooking? New championship bout?
Some man named Iron Pants Morgan tried to steal ahead of this line and got pushed down. His bodyguard or someone is fighting it out for him. Let him fight. I'm looking for news. Well, I don't know. Maybe that one here. Hi, Miss Mason. Take a look here. A cat gave birth to 7 kittens in the cockpit of your ship. All of them black, too.
Did you say black cats? Then I'll travel on foot today, thanks.
Gee, you sure are superstitious, Miss May. Good Lord, look at that ass. Man. Look at that. Anyway, you sure are superstitious.
Right. I'm even putting my wallet in my pocket just in case.
See what I mean? It's nice. 1 hour later. Oh, this is news. Look out, miss. Heads up.
Wow, those black cats are working on me already.
Uh-oh, she was under a ladder. Guess next she'll break a mirror or whatever.
Good thing I put my wallet in my pocket.
Oh, taxi. That's right. I forgot. They even called her newspaper Daily Planet. And at this point, they've given Blue Beetle, the power of flight and X-ray vision and all that. So, yeah, they're not really trying to. Anyway, she wants to go to the Daily Planet anyway. Maybe she's going to impersonate Lois Lane.
Hey, take it easy.
Come on.
Wow, first time I ride to the Daily Planet in this position, but here's another picture. Mason reporting in with a certain roll of film that almost cost her life. You'll refer to it as news.
Good girl, Joan. Go on home and relax. This time you've earned it. So I guess he's got to develop the film and do the prints and all that. I don't know.
Ah, home sweet home, to sleep perchance, to bubble bath. What a day I've had. Oh no, ring. Darn it all, hello?
Get down here right away. Look at this mess. Every picture completely out of focus, if they can be called pictures. A ladder, a dog's tail, etc., etc. Tell me, did anything else exciting happen to you today, Miss Mason?
No, and don't blame me. First, there was a fight. Some guy with a name like Iron Pants Morgan was buying a ticket in the airport. Oh, at the airport. And
Iron Pants Morgan? That man is news. Good night. You don't even know it when you see it. Trail that man. Report everything about him. Thus, armed with a special reservation, Joan picks up the trail of a certain Mr. Morgan.
why, he's an old man. And he figured out a disintegrator for the atomic bomb? Well, wonders never cease.
Just as you wanted, Mr. Morgan, the ship to ourselves. But for a girl who got a ticket somehow, bah, keep her away from me, understand?
My chances for an interview look slim. Perhaps I should try to work my wiles on that attendant. Say, he looks real chummy with the stewardess. In you go, Mr. Morgan.
Here is Mr. Morgan's tonic. It goes into his coffee. Plenty of it.
I understand.
And the huge transport climbs skyward. See? There it goes. Ah, there's more excitement to a horse and buggy. Yes, Mr. Morgan.
Odd-looking attendant. Maybe I see too many movies.
Or I've seen too many movies. Anyway, but he looks like a gangster to me.
Tonic? What if it was poison? Or a sleeping potion?
Not that I can figure out why it should be.
Guess I've got too much newspaper
Blood in me, but... Oh, boy, they're going to bounce booties together.
Oops, sorry. I'll just take my coffee now if you don't mind. Of course, but wait. That one is for Mr. Morgan.
Locking herself in the washroom, Joan samples the brew.
Ugh, bitter. Uh-oh. Tastes like knockout drops. And boy,
I've been slipped quite a few Mickeys in my day, waking up butt naked in a strange room and all that. But anyway, could it be that I've bumped into a story?
Parachutes, transports don't keep them in washrooms. Something funny around here. Lucky my girl.
Lucky my girl? Well, whatever. But an hour passes uneventfully. Good Lord. You know, until you busted. He was supposed to be asleep when we landed. It would have been easy then.
But the girl grabbed the coffee and...
I'll do it the hard way. Be ready.
But my job. I don't want any trouble.
So, something is up.
But what?
Suddenly, I'll take care of the pilot. You watch the girl.
Right.
Say, what is this, cops and robbers?
Come on, troublemaker. Follow Morgan into that washroom. Who, me?
Well, yeah.
on, move. We haven't got all day.
But why? What's going on here?
We'll soon find out.
My papers.
I'll take this, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't be trying to cash in on all these all by yourself, would you, Mr. Morgan? Got it.
Give me my papers, blast you. I guess she has a little camera on her wrist. I don't know. She's gone.
She's gone. Quick, pop into that other straitjacket.
Straitjacket? Was like
I was kidding. We've got to do jumping. We've got some jumping to do.
All right, whatever. I won't do it.
No time to argue. Get.
No.
He has a heart attack, stroke, whatever, dies, I know, but it's better than being mad. Go on, jump. I'm holding you.
We're falling. Oh, that's not going to work, but...
You're wrong. We're supposed to fall, but our chute is caught, and we're sunk.
Well, there you go. Meanwhile, inside the cabin... I told you full speed. What's wrong? No tricks or I'll...
Don't shoot, brother. I don't understand it either. Something seems to be dragging as we're losing altitude. They're gone. Some of the chute's missing too.
You fool. Now we're in mess. We're in a mess, you mean? Unless we can get to the border. But below at a government spotter station, look, someone tried to jump but fouled up their silk. They need help and fast.
What a bunch of idiots. He's smiling at the whole thing.
Dumbasses. Two of them. Here's hoping we can perform a miracle.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Come on, guys, jump on the wing. I don't know.
A government plane. But golly, Morgan's unconscious and my arm is breaking. Can't hold on to him for much longer. I've heard of these air rescues, but... They're signaling me to drop him, but oh, I didn't have to. He slipped. I can't watch.
Help!
I thought he was unconscious.
What?
Hold tight, mister. You'll never know how lucky you are. Give me a hand, Bill.
Right.
Yeah, that just wouldn't happen. Yeah. Anyway, what a break. He's safe and easing the load on the the chute. Released me. Nice going. I'm headed to land exactly in the middle of nowhere. Gotta keep my skirt from blowing up, so I don't want anyone to see I didn't wear panties.
Follow that ship. See where it lands. Find out who's in it. Hey, did you see that girl wasn't wearing panties? What? Damn it. Roger.
Oh, how'll I ever get down? Help. Help. Thanks, mister. Now I know why birds fly.
Oh, my goodness. I got to peek at her,
You were very kind
to Flash Bulletin, entire country seeking whereabouts of star gal reporter Joan Mason, who saved the life of Iron Pants Morgan, atomic bomb expert. Well, I'll use our telephone, Ma.
It still bothers me that he saw your ass.
Well, anyway, a few hours later. Ah, there you are, my dear. What a time we had, eh? Even if those crooks did destroy my only disintegrator papers, I'm still here, thanks to you.
It was all in a day's work, Mr. Morgan. And as far as your precious papers are concerned, I knew there would be an occasion to use my new camera. Just you wait till the films develop.
By Joe, I was certainly lucky to meet you, Lucky. I'm very wealthy and I'm also really lonely and,
Anyway, the end. So there you go, an adventure of Joan Mason. And she didn't even have to call for the Blue Beetle. Yeah. So now she's probably got it in her head. She's hot stuff and everything. It takes more risk. But holy crap, look what they did. There's no way that old man's still alive. And not even her, really. That thing was wrapped in the tail of the plane. Well, whatever, they got a guy in blue tights who flies, so I guess you're supposed to accept this too.
All right, well, that's it for this issue of Blue. Well, for this story in Blue Beetle. Next week, we'll have another adventure of Blue Beetle, and it's called Last Chance. Oh no, Beetle, look out. Well, will he? I don't know. It doesn't look good. Well, we'll have to find out next time on Mr. Nailsin. What is it? Oh, yeah, Sunday Comics. Oh, boy, that'll be fun, huh? I think so. I do. I do think so. That's why I said, I think so. Anyway, boy, I can't just end like that, huh? You're right. I can't. So what I'm going to do is color some doodles that I did while at work. DJ Play Nice says, good morning. Well, good morning to you, too, DJ Play Nice. Let me check the old super tip. Nothing. All right, well. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I should be able to change it right to you. Oh, well, all right. Close out of that. I thought I already had it up there, but I could be wrong. Come on, show me the Photoshop. There it is. The Photoshop. There you go. See? I've been drawing a certain little couple and a certain Kiki and stuff like that. So I figured, hey, I'll put color to some of these. So, yeah, they were playing video games. I saw Melton watching them play video games. Then he started messing with it to make them sound like Max Headroom stuff. And it was great. But Karmic, he looked really happy and excited, you know, which is rare. Usually he's all angry or crying and stuff. But boy, he was really, he was just, he was like a little kid, you know. Meanwhile, Gilly, she looked bored out of her mind. Yeah. So that's what I got out of it, you know. I could be completely wrong, you know. What do I know? But anyway, that was my take on it. This is actually probably the better drawing over I've done out of these. Here she is. I got a few tidbits about the Post-it note story. So I thought, hey, maybe she's still doing that. And she did say it, that she had to put up a bunch of Post-it notes discussing how she and Karmic think alike. And they keep coming to the same conclusions on a variety of subjects, you know. So I think that's what she needed Post-it notes to keep track of it all, you know. So I thought, oh boy, she's probably got every wall of the place covered in Post-it notes on, well, one can imagine all the different subject matter that she dwells upon, you know. And then I thought, oh, there's little Karmic sitting there. Probably should have had it like a pile of Post-it notes laying around. But anyway, she's ranting to him about how it all makes sense. You know, and of course, he's believing every word. Here's another shot. So they were talking about the Post-it notes and stuff, but again, for the most part, she looked pretty bored. After a while, she kind of got into the conversation, though. But him, on the other hand, wow, this is the greatest moment of my life. Yeah. And, you know, it's sweet and everything. Here's an early one. This one's no good at all. This is a better picture. This one, yeah, it's just no good. It's not going to work. Now, this one's a little better as far as trying to be a Kiki one. I can't even remember. Yeah, this was another Melton video. Or it was his show, and she was, I don't even know what the hell it was. She was making noises with the thing. Apparently it was to play out a song that was played at her wedding. And, well, it was ridiculous. But anyway, there was that one. Then I saw he clipped it. he played a clip and had in the thumbnail, I saw the image and I thought, okay, now she's actually supposed to be smiling. But when I put it in Photoshop and converted it, solidified all the blacks and the paint filter and all that, it looks like she's screaming at something horrific. So, damn. I was like, crap. I don't know. Suppose I could work on it, maybe add some lines to say, no, she's giggling and smiling at stuff. I don't know. So I guess I'll just start with this video game one, it doesn't really matter where you start for the most part, but I'll just go ahead and do Karmic's hair. Oh, well, I guess I ought to go ahead and attach the line of his headphones. Sometimes he has headphones and sometimes it's the buds, But seemed like he was wearing the headphones for the video game. At least, at the time. Oh, wait. No. Ah, damn it. That's right. I forgot. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead. There. Oops. So he goes full goth and dyes his hair jet black. Good Lord, that'll be the next thing. I mean, if she told him to, he would. Yeah. But, for most of the clips, he seemed really calmed down, and he's really smitten with, fuddle. Well, I suppose the term would be he's completely befuddled by the allure and intrigue of her feminine wiles. Yeah. It's almost as if it's like a new thing to him or something. But, there it is. And maybe just having a guy who's more akin to a pet is, to each their own. And perhaps that's the deal. For her. I mean, him, it's... Well, I mean, sure, it's still speculation and whatnot, but for him to just all of a sudden appear to have fallen completely in love with a woman he barely knew. I mean, they've gotten to know each other sometime now, but this was like instantaneous for the guy. So, he's the easier part to figure out. One has theories, of course, and, what was the game plan here and all that sort of stuff. But is it just because he was a fan of a certain ex-boyfriend and all that? I can't help but conclude that. It starts that way, but then, you know what? Maybe, started screwing around with this guy for those reasons. But falling in love was never part of the plan. And yet, love found a way. Yeah. Could be. Oh.
of the color to this side. Yes. Yes, yes.
Some here, some there. So it's kind of like there's a light source blasting him from that side. Little wrinkle here, just a little. There. Now, I don't know how long this adventure lasts. I mean, is it like when does he go back home and then he collapses into blubbering ruin again? It's like, jeez. But of course, for reasons that dominate, our world today, it will all be apparently chronicled live on his channel for you to see. I tend to just, watch the clips, and you got to appreciate those because there's only so much of some of these you could take, Like, I don't know. Well, and that leg guitar thing you did, that was, jeez. And he seems to really like doing that. I guess he thinks it's really cool. But yeah, I didn't really care for it. Well, I mean, especially when me and Pat were watching it, and then Pat, I mean, he did apologize, but he had my head right over Carmick's crotch while he's doing his guitar thing. Ah, jeez. There we go. But anyway, this would probably be like one panel comic strip when I get it all done and lettered and stuff. But last night, Pat was doing his live stream and was talking about the latest stuff, and that conversation that the two of them were having. And so I couldn't help it. I had to use the super tip voices. So you got Carmick and you got Felicia on there. And so I'll be damned if, and Pat hit on it immediately. And he said, this sounds like one of his comic strips. You can see him doing it. I was like, yeah, he's absolutely right. That's what I'm going to do. And it's oh shit! I just did what they were doing. But yeah, a lot of times, quite a few of them, think, oh yeah, as I think of it like a dialogue or conversation the different characters are having with each other, and I would have thought it'd be an obvious thing. I'm pretty sure most people. And I've seen other people do that with them, sending them into, Pat's show and others. And so I'm like, yeah, it's like it's all playing out. And you can actually hear the voices that you're depicting. So yeah, that was just a bit of an absurd conversation. in a lot of ways, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's really just meant for the both of them. You know, if this is, you know, serious, if it's only one way, it's not serious. I mean, it's going to be serious, you know, for him. But, and yet they're both sitting there discussing all this. So I'm like, well, all right. Okie doke. Better use a different layer. There we go. There we go. And the eyebrows. Okay, I can't remember. Was she just wearing a t-shirt? I can't even remember what the hell she was wearing. We always know what he's wearing, but... Oops. I can't really remember. So, I don't know, we'll just make it black. I see a t-shirt and I want it turned to black. See? Yeah, sure, it'll work. Probably give him a black t-shirt. Well, I don't want the whole jacket to go that way, especially since he's got that white thing there. There we go. Oh, yeah, I got a black t-shirt. Is it that one? War. Alright, maybe fade that out a little. Somewhat. And, yeah, still got it. Repair. this is all supposed to be a headphone. Yeah. Oops, I don't want it all faded. There. Oops. Here we go. All right. All right. There's his eyes. Yeah. All right. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot that. All right, try that. Okay. And I can never really remember. I think her eyes are some form of green. I could be completely wrong. But I'm just going to go with that, you know. Pretty sure she doesn't have any kind of mole there. Oh, crap, I forgot. There, we'll try that. No. There we go. Zum 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 dum 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 doop 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 dum 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 doop 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 doop. So anyway, you know, I'm having a ball. Yeah. Well, he probably is, you know. But is she? Maybe sometimes. Oops. All right. That's pretty key. That's pretty key. Um, okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, but there might be a way to fix that. And there we go. Ah, crap, it's still. All right. There. So I'll have to come up with some background for it. Probably fix those controllers. Anyway, there's those two. All right. Nothing. Okay. Well, gotta do something about this. Oh wait, I didn't do the. Okay. Maybe that's all you need, or something like that. Let's see. Not really. Huh. All right. Again, don't really know the color of her eyes. I think they're blue, but I could be completely wrong. But just gonna go with that, you know. Okay. Ah. Yeah, something like that. No. It's probably only one way to do that. Put the line here. Not entirely certain. Oh yeah. Probably like that. All right. Uh, uh, Okie doke. Oh well. It was sort of worth an effort, I suppose. Anyway. Oh yeah, this one. How much time do I have left? Oh, no, I'm out of time. All right, well, to be continued. the post-it note wall. Yeah, there'll be something there. But anyway, there we go. That's Nailsin Sunday Comics for this Sunday. And there'll be another one next week. Whether I'll be drawing something afterwards, I don't know. But anyway, that's all the time I have for now. Thanks for stopping by to watch. Let me check the super tips. No super tips. So complete 2-week record nearly of 0. So there we go. That's the the Sunday Comics Show, and there'll be another one next week, which may or may not be live. I don't know. And well, I'll see you then. Well, I'll see you before that. I'll be doing other live streams during the week, and that should be fun too. So have a good rest of your day, and we'll visit again soon.